Hello again, Scorpio. May 2014, I'm Dadhichi, and I'm just having a look at the horoscope here. Not just for this month, because just recently a very significant transit of the North and South Node has taken place. And these karmic points, this karmic axis, has moved into some very spiritually significant areas of your horoscope. And this is an 18-year cycle. So this only happened 18 years ago. It's recurring now. So a lot of the patterns of your life, especially as I can see now in the relationship area of your horoscope, are going to come to the fore. It's an 18-month cycle, and for you, one of your ruling planets, Mars, is part of this shift because it's going to spend quite a bit of time in this 12th sector along with the North Node. A lot of your spiritual ideals will start to conflict the reality of who you are with the circumstances that you may find yourself in. This creates a lot of tension, a lot of friction, and obviously a lot of resistance. And if the Buddha's anything to go by, what he said was that pain is actually the result of resistance. So depending on the stage of awareness and spiritual development you're at, I think that's going to determine the level of friction. For those of you that are not that resistant to change, who can adapt to the circumstances, then this next 18 months and then the next 18 years is going to be a period of incredible change for you. You do have some rather tough aspects on the sector of relationships now. Mercury is moving into a very powerful opposition aspect to Saturn. And the problem with that is that, Mercury being the planet of thinking, the planet of perception, ideas, concepts, etc., this is somewhat marred by the influence of that Saturnian energy. So the way you're perceiving your relationships right now is discoloured by Saturn. Saturn is an inimical planet to your star sign, ruled by Mars and Pluto. Therefore, you're not going to feel comfortable with your relationship or with your partner. There may be facets of that person you're looking at now fall way short of that ideal that you may have had. That's why I said earlier, the idea you have of something is far removed from the reality of the situation. So what's happening now with a lot of you in your relationships, in your marriages, in your business associations, you may start to see aspects of the personalities that you're dealing with at this time that aren't exactly what you expected. So that's where adjustment needs to come into it. And that's not an easy thing for you, being a fixed water sign. Fixed meaning inflexible, and water relating primarily to the emotional dimension of the human being. So this is a tough one for you. The good bit of news, Scorpio, is that that particular transit is fairly quick moving. It just intensifies the already slow moving transit of Saturn in your sun sign during this particular period of your life. There may be other periods of intensity, such as around the 15th when Venus is in the right angle to Pluto. That can show some compulsion. Maybe you're focusing too much on the negative side of your partner. Maybe they're a little bit overweight. Maybe they're not grooming themselves as well. Maybe you're just not getting enough. It doesn't matter, whatever. Each of you will have a different circumstance, but this planet will cause you to think long and hard over the problems that you're having, over the personality that you thought you had, who now is the personality that you think you don't have. And then to intensify things, on the 21st of May, the Sun moves to Gemini, which is the 8th sector of your horoscope, relating to the sexuality. In some schools of thought, this is the spice of life. It will really intensify and brighten up your sexual life. Actually, if you look at the horoscope of JFK, the assassinated president of the US, he had Sun in 8th house, and if you study his life, he had a very powerful sexual drive. So we do see that people having this Sun in the 8th house, as you will be from the 21st, will be dealing not only with the emotional side of the relationships, but this sexual side. Hopefully this can reignite the intimacy between you if you're having troubles in that sense. Some of the other important aspects, just to round the month off, we see Jupiter in the triangular aspect to Saturn from the 9th house. This is still very, very lucky for you. So amidst these very big karmic shifts, karmic transits, it's nice to know that your fortunate planet Jupiter is still there as your mainstay, giving you some good vibes, giving you good opportunities. So capitalise on that, and hopefully you can bring that energy in to soften all of these other sorts of transits that are occurring. The other aspect that I like, which is a real bolster to the relationship side of your affairs, is Venus moving to the 7th house on the 29th of May, with Mercury simultaneously moving to the 9th house. These are very lucky positions in the horoscope. These are what we call soft benefic planets. They augment your life and make you feel happy. So there you go. Something to think about. Look forward to your company next month. Astrology.com.au is the website. That's the place where you can find a lot more information. This is just an introduction to the month, more detail on this month and the coming year, in fact. There. Look forward to your company again. Bye-bye.